Well, we won a game. West Ham United 2, Queen's Park Rangers 1 in the FA Cup. Look, for a neutral, that was probably quite entertaining. For a West Ham fan, that was probably quite frustrating. But it was a good cup game. It was one of those typical games where looked like either team could win it. QPR fans, salute you. The 9,000 of you that came down, or however many there were, you did it. You supported your team exceptionally well, and congratulations to you. Really good away support. Apparently, you sold your 9,000 tickets within 8 minutes of them going on sale, and it shows your dedication. So, congrats. QPR, mid-table championship team, playing against a Premier League team, and sometimes you had to ask yourself which was which, because we didn't exactly dominate, did we? Sometimes it was quite laboured. Sometimes it was, look, let's start with the lineup. I think the lineup wasn't bad. Most of the first team players were there. Hermansen was chosen as the goalkeeper. That's fine. A little bit of a concern, but otherwise fine. Good to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka back. We started with a back three, which was a bit weird against a championship team, but there you go. And because of an injury to Dinos, and we don't know how bad that is, that's a concern going into back into the Premier League next week. But that meant that Nuno had to change it, and Nuno decided to bring on another attacking player in place of in place of Dinos, which was fine because it meant we went with a kind of a 4-4-2, 4-4-1-1 formation, which was good to see, and we got into the game a little bit more by doing that. And I didn't mind the starting lineup, but slight concern over Hermansen. But other than that, I didn't mind the starting lineup. But it took a bit of, ironically, right up until the end of the first half, there was 9 minutes added on. Did we really get a break? And fair play to the midfield. We won the ball back, got it to Somerville, who had a good game. He was named man of the match, got it to Somerville, and he just struck it with his left foot, his wrong foot. But that's what you get when you have a shot. You don't know you're either going to score or you're going to might be pull out a save from a keeper. But that's more what we need. We need our players to just have a go, and Somerville did, and he got his goal. So going in at 1-0 at half time. I won't say deserved, but we were pleased that we were winning 1-0. But of course, we couldn't capitalise on that, and Queen's Park Rangers, fair play to them, came back and they scored a decent goal. Another header. We just, doesn't matter how many tall defenders we have on the pitch, do we? We're always going to concede from set pieces or crosses and so on, and they got a really, really good goal back. And fair play to them, they kind of deserved it. But the second half for me, was a proper FA Cup game where the crowd were up for it. The first half was a little bit quiet. Again, fair play. The QPR fans were making most of the noise, but in the second half it was a bit more even. Both sets of fans really got into the game, and there was atmosphere here tonight. It was a good atmosphere, and it was good to see, and it was good to be part of. Extra time came, of course it did, and we got again great play by Somerville in order to set up Castellanos. Great header, great play by Somerville, and we got the goal that we badly needed, and we held on, and I'm glad that we held on because this is a bit of a morale booster. We didn't play exceptionally well, but the fact that we actually hung on to a win, didn't get a clean sheet, which would have been nice, but hanging on to a win, it was a morale booster. It was very much needed. And look, how does that stand us up now? I mean, people were complaining about the lineup because Paqueta didn't play. And yet, when Paqueta plays, everyone says how he should be dropped. So make up your minds, which one is it? And there's the players that were out there, apart from the goalkeeper, you're likely to see start. Got to give special praise to Ezra Myers, who played exceptionally well at left back today. He did extremely well. Good to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka back. You know what we get from him, but we've got to also say Pablo, although doesn't seem to have he's got a lot of endeavour, and I think maybe once he's up to speed, hopefully he'll come good. Tati Castellanos I really liked. He's a bit of a poacher, and he did exactly that. He was looking for an opportunity to get the ball and score, etc., and he did just that. He got his goal, and I was really, really pleased for him. So I think we've got a decent striker there. I want to see more of Pablo, though. I want to see if he can actually do it. But all praise to Crescencio Somerville and to Jared Bowen, who both had really good games today. I'm really pleased for both of them. And I know what people are going to say. Well, of course they had good games. They were playing championship level against a championship team. But let's not take anything away from them. They were in it. They were at it all the time. Somerville's probably one of the best games I've seen him play. So let's hope they take that now to Spurs next weekend. I don't know. Away to Spurs. They're not playing very well. But then again, when a team's not playing that well, enter West Ham United, and we're the gift that keep on giving. But let's hope that's not the case. If we can take, the only thing that I find frustrating is that we don't move the ball quick enough in midfield. I found that a little bit frustrating, and Magassa had a really oddly bad game today. He got some good challenges in, but on the whole he was not at it. Kept giving the ball away quite easily. He was not quite at the level that we've kind of seen him play at. Potts was good. Fernandes, when he comes back into the team, I think will be excellent for us next week against Spurs. So there are players that will come in that will add something. With Wan-Bissaka back now as well, Areola will be back in goal. But I do wonder if we're going to do a bit of business in the transfer window. With Dinos now injured and don't know how long for. We really got to go in and get ourselves a centre-back and get that centre-back in quickly early this coming week, so he can be settled in for either starting or being on the subs bench against Spurs next weekend. So look, we're through to the fourth round. Let's see who we're going to get. Probably Liverpool away or Arsenal away. Par for the course, isn't it? So we are in the fourth round. And a win, I guess, is a good thing, because at least we've got a win. We've finally got a win, and that will boost the morale a little bit of the players. So let's hope we can build from this onwards. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Do subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber, and I'll see you all soon.